The morning of the race is finally here. Everything that you've trained for, you're finally going to get to show off all that work that you've done. So you definitely want to make sure that you are well prepared for fueling the morning of the race. So like I've mentioned before, you want to make sure that you've practiced what works well for you with fueling before the race in your long runs, a couple of weeks out. So something I always suggest to my marathoners is that the last big long run that you have, make it a dry run of the race. Do exactly what you're planning to do for race day to a T. So follow that schedule of fueling the days before, hydrating the days before, practice getting up at the time you're going to get up for the race, and then fueling and hydration the morning of the race. So typically what I suggest is getting up about 3 hours before the start time, give or take, depending on how you're going to get to the start line. You may need to get up earlier than that. But here we want to have something that's pretty substantial with carbs and a little bit of protein, because a lot of times on race day, we end up fueling a little bit further away from the race than we typically do during training. So easy examples here would be something like instant oatmeal packet with some peanut butter and banana slices, or a bagel with peanut butter and banana slices. I don't know if you've heard of Kodiak cakes. They make these little microwavable cups that are kind of like muffins or like a pancake in a cup. Those are really great options for race morning, maybe paired with a banana. So some type of pretty high carb, low protein, low fiber option here would be good. And then in addition to that, we want to make sure we're having some electrolytes. So I typically would suggest bringing a disposable, 16-ounce water bottle and putting a serving of electrolytes in there. So a Noon tablet would be great, or some Scratch, for example, something that has carbs in there would also be a great option. And kind of sipping on that throughout the morning with the goal of finishing your liquids an hour out from the start. So you can still be sipping on liquids, but the majority of your fluids you want to be done by that time so that you have plenty of time to use the bathroom and you're not risking a sloshy stomach. You can also if you're a coffee drinker, you can have your coffee or your caffeine. There's electrolyte drinks out there with caffeine in them as well that you can utilize. Just make sure that, again, you've practiced with them before and that you're not using them for the first time on race day. I would also suggest bringing something small with you to the starting line, just in case you start feeling hungry because you've eaten further out from the race than you normally do. So this could be something like an extra gel, a package of energy chews, a honey stinger waffle, something like that that's going to give you a quick amount of carbs that's easy to digest. So making sure that, again, you've practiced this beforehand, that will make sure that everything goes smoothly on race day.